You had early success in your screenwriting career as you had your first screenplay option for like a few $1,000s, I think, in the beginning. And then you wrote for 6 years and you were able to sell Recount to HBO. So most people would have given up in that 6-year period, especially now when everybody wants everything like that. Why didn't you?
That's a great question. I mean, the early success, it wasn't really success. I would say, I wouldn't really call it early success. I don't even view it that way. I view it as 6 years of no one wanting my stuff. And it was, some random person who was very kind, was interested in the script, but it wasn't as if it was all of a sudden, I made it and it's happening now. So it really was a 6-7 year journey to selling my first project, which was Recount. And why I didn't give up, I think, is because I had something to say. And I loved writing these scripts. And they were important to me, and I loved working on stories. And it just was artistically extremely fulfilling, where my acting career was very frustrating. And sometimes I worked on some terrific shows that I'm really proud of, but I wasn't actually getting to act very much. So even when you're working, I would do episodes of Gilmore Girls, and I would do 4 episodes a season, and I would work on it a day or two, and that would be one of my only jobs for 6 months. So it's really about 7 days on set over a 6-month period. So what am I doing the rest of the time? I'm auditioning and trying to get new jobs, but that's an hour a day maybe. So really it was a creative outlet for me of taking my creative energy and putting it into something where I can actually just go do it. Whereas an actor, you have to be picked to go do it, and then you rarely get picked. So I just found it fulfilling, but I also was getting rejected left and right, script after script, and agents, managers, production company, everyone didn't want my work for 6-7 years. And I think I got to a point where I asked myself, this is not going well. What do you want from this? What are you doing? And I asked myself, would I, and it's one of the key questions in the movie, would I do this for the rest of my life if I got nothing in return? And I thought, yeah, I would. And then I just kept writing. And then eventually, it wasn't as if 6 months later, cracked the champagne. It was maybe 3 years later that I sold Recount as a pitch to HBO, and then it just kind of went on from there. But there was a certain peace in knowing that it wasn't about selling something or success, even though I really wanted it. It wasn't a kumbaya moment, but there was a peace in knowing that, whatever happens, you just keep writing. So just keep writing, and that's what I did.
Yeah, and I saw that you wove that, I think, in 2 parts of the movie, that premise,
yeah,
which I think is a big eye-opener to a lot of people. That's something that most people may not be ready for.
Yeah, and look at what J.D. Salinger did, right? He stopped publishing at the height of his fame and then continued writing for 45 years for nothing in return. And he wrote every day, and he just did it because he just wanted to write. And I think, to me, that's what makes this story a profound story, is the journey of the artist. And he goes from being a young man who all he wants is success to being an older writer, which all he wants is to just create his art and nothing else. And that's the journey. That's the Aesop fable of this movie.